What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Today we are descending back into the underground caverns, but this time we're exploring the other side of it. But before we do that, you can obviously see there is a opening over on the east over there. There's actually a couple of ways you can get into there. Obviously I could just transform into the bat and fly over there, which is probably the intended way, but I'm going to at least try once. There's another way, which I guess you would call a wolf rise. There's a lot of kind of interesting things you can do by transforming into the wolf and back again. And one of them is just abusing the fact that transforming into the wolf gains you a little bit of height. So there's a trick you can do wherein if you hit the ceiling and you transform into the wolf, when you transform back you can do a double jump. And you can chain those together to get across those gaps. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I'll give it a try. So, obviously I failed terribly there, but you might have noticed that after I transformed back into the wolf, I got a double jump out of it, even though I didn't actually do anything with the double jump. So yeah, it's not... I've never really tried it before, but it's a thing you can do. Hopefully that demonstrated it at least. Most of these pots just contain, these are just meal tickets, which are kind of useless items that just summon a single piece of food. But that one contains a moonstone. And what the moonstone does is, as it says, improve status after sunset. I'm not sure what the game bases whether it's sunset or not off of. I don't think it's real time or the internal clock or anything, but so it might be that the moonstone doesn't actually give you any stats when you're playing, but it's certainly better than an empty slot, especially if it actually is giving you stats. Anyways, before I go too much further, I'll equip the Night Shield and the Shield Rod. And we're going to hit up this suspicious-looking save point. As you can probably tell by the fact that it's glowing in purple, it's a little bit more malicious than your average save point. Although it does still restore your HP and MP.
That voice! Alucard, it's
which is
you.
Nice of it.
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes,
Alucard's
Alucard.
getting emotional.
Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
That's not very nice.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong, Alucard?
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
If you didn't know, his mother's already dead.
Free of my spell. I like that.
This is like a dream world or something.
Demon. Death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you got.
Really? Well, let's do that then. We start by summoning the horsey. No, I don't want the jewel sword, I want the holy sword. Well, that was fast.
Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire.
She's
Could it be
considerably happy to be dead.
that strength, that beauty? You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Indeed.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you. Ah!
I mean, I know it's a succubus, but that death whale was incredibly... yeah. Anyways, doing that, you may have noticed that I picked up the gold ring, which was just kind of sitting beside me when I came out of the dream world. I guess I should mention that the succubus, if you actually give her a chance to attack, will eventually use an ability where she like summons clones of herself. And I found that the best way to deal with that is just to use Soul Steal. Because that hits all of them and it pretty much immediately reveals which one is the real one. Anyways, we're back in the caverns now. So we're going to start going the other direction. But before we... well, I guess not necessarily before, but part of that is this guy, the Scylla, which is like the easiest boss ever. I guess that's going to be kind of like a recurring theme in this episode. Oop. Well, I didn't mean to come up here, but whatever. Now, you may recall when I mentioned last episode about the stacking damage on Wing Smash. Let's see if I can do this. Ah, not enough Wing Smashes. If I had one more Wing Smash, I would have killed that boss in a single hit. But obviously, it was pretty quick nonetheless. So pretty much the only reason to come in here, aside from map completion, is for the Crystal Cloak, which is ever so slightly stronger than the Blood Cloak, is that what it's called? Although it doesn't have the effect of giving you hearts when you get hit. I believe that's a Bastard Sword, which, if you don't have the Holy Sword, is probably the best weapon available to you at this point. Jeez. I know I've said this pretty much every episode so far, but I really can't do the Wing Smashes today. Anyways, there's a little crack in the wall here that you can fall through. Oop. That was strangely awkward. And the ferryman.
I'll guide you to meet your destiny.
Thank you, Mr. Ferryman. Now, if you do not already have the merman statue, the ferryman will not actually be here. And unlike the other time we met the ferryman, you actually need to use him here. Like, in the previous screen, it's perfectly possible for you to just use the bat to get to the merman statue without even talking to the ferryman at all. But on this screen, as we will see in just a moment, there is a little wall, gate, pillar thing that is blocking the way. And it will not open unless you are accompanied by the ferryman. Get out of the water, you stupid vampire. Not that that matters for long, because now we have the Holy Snorkel. No, really, it's just a snorkel. And now that we have that, we can not be hurt by the water. So I'm just gonna kind of slide along the bottom of the water here to get more map completion. Unfortunately, you don't shield dash quite so quickly underwater, but it's still the fastest way to get around, especially considering you can't actually transform into the bat when you're underwater. So there's that. Life max up. I didn't want to get that knuckle duster. It's useless. And up we go. Okay. And now we head back to the west side of the caverns to do a little bit more exploring now that we can breathe underwater, I guess. Using Soul Steal isn't really the only way to get past those spear guards, I guess I should mention. The intended way is if you push this box in front of this little leak. Oh wow, they're actually back. That's interesting. The water will fill up in there and they'll just die anyways. But using Soul Steal is just faster than waiting for the box to push, because you push things slowly in Castlevania for some reason. The little projectiles that these fish heads shoot out can actually be really strong, but you can just block it with your shield. And there's some nunchucks up there that, honestly, I don't think I've ever actually even used, so I don't know what kind of weapon they even function like. If I had to guess, I would say that Alucard probably uses it more like a bat, and just swings it like he would his sword. Ugh. I had my shield up, then I'm like, no, I'm just gonna not use that anymore. Why not? That makes sense, right? Okay, sure, just jump away. And we have another max life up, or life max up, I suppose, down there. I believe that is the end of our underwater escapades. So now on this screen, we gotta be a little bit careful, and if you're using a familiar at this right now, you probably want to stop using it. So because we hit that switch on the other side of the waterfall, there's a skeleton ape here. We gotta kind of draw him over this way a little bit. Once he gets kind of close, get him to throw his barrel, and that will open up the floor. So now we can... Only 100 damage. I was hoping for more. Now we can continue to descend even further into the depths. So now we are in the abandoned mine. And just hit the save point up because map. Now you want to make sure that you have holy water at this point. I believe that candle right there, that second one that I hit, where the big heart is now, that will have holy water if you don't have it. So you have no excuse not to have holy water for this coming up. And you really don't have to worry about casting any shield spells or anything. Holy water is going to do all the work against this guy, Cerberus. If you actually use it properly. There we go. That was easy. And honestly, that was a lot slower than it normally goes, too. Although, normally I get hit a few times, but... whatever. Not a big deal. Wow, we're really flying here. You might notice there's a little bit of a switch up there. We'll take care of that in just a moment. Just, annihilate these Salem witches. These gremlins are so annoying. They spawn this, like this fire. And if you let them be for a little while, the fire gets really out of control and it's really obnoxious. I'm actually gonna wing smash. Nope. Hit the wall. Just want to open up this real quick. It's just a teleporter room. I don't think I'm ever actually going to use it, so it's more for map completion than anything, but it's there. And now that we have the demon card, we're actually going to make our way back up here. Oh, hello Salem Witch. Oh man. The slashes go so much slower if you're not jumping. And it seems like, especially with fast, or maybe not fast, but like big swords, a lot of times you'll get double hits when you're in the air. Anyways, pull out the demon card.
Command me, my lord and master.
Okay, he doesn't seem to want to do it, so we'll leave and come back. There he goes.
A switch. Why don't I press it and see?
You do that. Now you're going back in the bag forever. Not forever, but for a while anyways. So obviously that opens that up. I'm gonna wing smash our way through here. Or fail to do so. I'll kill this thing just because they're annoying and I want to kill it. No, I have my shield. Why did your thorns go through my shield? Those things are so annoying. And like, that's not even the best example, because there's more annoying ones later on. There's an interesting item here called the Ring of Ares. I'm not going to pick it up because inventory. But it gives you a whole ton of strength, but reduces your defense to 0 or 1 or something like that. So that's interesting. Okay, well that was a terrible wing smash, but I got past the Alaroon or whatever it's called. No! You went too far. I really wish my wing smashes weren't so terrible, because well done wing smashes look so impressive. Sometimes I can do good ones, but of course not when I'm recording. That's just not the way it works. Oh well. Visit this room real quick. And is this considered a separate area? Yeah, I guess this is the catacombs. Huh. I never realized they just kind of threw so many areas at you down here. The whole caverns and mines and catacombs, they just kind of blend together in my mind. Actually, I should probably mention, there's a pendant here, I think it's called the Blood Pendant. Oh wow, there's another thing there too. But the Blood Pendant's kind of interesting in that it says it increases the power of your blood healing, and that specifically refers to Dark Metamorphosis. It doesn't do anything to Soul Steal. So it's kind of useless, just like Dark Metamorphosis, but it's interesting. If it did affect Soul Steal, it would actually probably be pretty decent. So I want to kind of go through the room through the top right there. Not that it actually matters all that much, but this one I want to go through the bottom right. Just trying to move through this area optimally because we're going to be coming back through these rooms. So, oh geez. Okay, this room you got to take it real nice and slow. This is where we use the Echo of Bat relic that we got from after defeating Olrox. And the idea here is you use the Echo of Bat to illuminate this room. For some reason, when I play the game on this emulator, the room never seems very dark. But normally this room is supposed to be pitch black, and you can only see using the Echo of Bat. And it really pays off to kind of go through that room slowly, because a single mistake can actually, like, you can just straight up die in that room. Because, like, you hit the spikes, and then you untransform, and then you hit the spikes again, and they just kind of bounce you around forever until you're dead. So it pays off to be careful in that room big time. No, she'll dash the other way. But here we get the Spike Breaker, which is a pretty good piece of armor. It's a little bit stronger than the Holy Mail that we were wearing, but more importantly, as the name would probably have you believe, it makes spikes not really be a thing. It's actually it's a very honest name. It doesn't hide anything. It does exactly what it says. So that's pretty handy. Not in very many areas, but as you can see, we are not taking damage from spikes, and we are in fact smashing them. And it's more defense, so why would you not use it? But anyways, now that we got the Spike Breaker, make our way back through this room, taking the other / downwards. Thank you. Taking the other path. And last time through this room, we took the top right, so we're just gonna kind of go straight left here. Ooh, actually, I always forget this, but I should be on the lookout for an axe sub-weapon. There's only 2 places in the game where you actually want an axe sub-weapon, at least in my opinion, and one of them is coming up. Oh, hello, Gravekeeper. You kind of blend in with the walls. He died in a hurry. Gravekeeper, stop jumping around. I guess I could just do that kind of quick double slash for them. This guy's really annoying, so I'm going to like avoid him. Smash open that wall, and there we have an Ice Brand, which is pretty similar to the Holy Sword, except obviously it's Ice Elemental instead of Holy. Frickin' Wing Smash! Good lord. Why, you know frickin'... Oh my god, just kill him. Just die. I hate you. I like how there's the shadows in the back of this screen. I don't think I'm getting my my axe sub-weapon, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure there's actually just nothing in this room. Yeah, there isn't even any like panels to destroy or anything like that. It's just there just because why not? Okay. Head over here. And here we got the walk armor, which is really, I guess not really interesting, but it's a pretty interesting piece of armor. I guess it's about even right now, but as it says, the more of the map that you uncover, the higher its defense goes. So it has the highest potential defense in the game. So we're pretty much going to be using that almost exclusively from here on out. So, yeah. So, for the time being, we're at a save point here, so this seems like a good a place as any to leave it here for today on Let's Play Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Catch you later.